So Windsurf has introduced this new update, which is included in their Wave 8 features and plugins update. This is really cool because you can now download a software that will integrate in your local machine, will act like VS Code if you're familiar with Visual Studio Code. So this platform right here, you will be able to edit and create applications locally using this. And Windsurf, for some reason, there were insights that saying that it's been acquired by OpenAI or GPT. Because if you look at the pricing right here, so if you get a free trial account, you will be able to run 25 prompts in a month, so for free, using GPT 4.1. And as we know, GPT 4.1 is a powerful model from OpenAI, and you have these 25 credits, so 4 prompts per credit. That means you will be able to run 100 prompts. So I think that's good enough to create a single directory, not only a whole website directory, but I think some modification if you need, you will be able to create that for free using this update. So you just go and download the software based on your machine. So for me, I'm using Mac. So I downloaded a Mac version of Windsurf application, and you can see right here, so it's very similar to VS Code. I haven't tried it, but we're going to use it now to build our directory, which is based in here. So as you can see, I've searched this mosque in Australia, and when I browse this, there's just one directory that I find related to mosque in Australia. So it's mosquefinder.com.au. So I think it's a good opportunity to be inserted in one of the slots right here. I'm gonna use GFA scraper. So I actually scrape that. So here you can get ideas of what directory niche you're going to start by going to this listing categories overview. So when you click that, you will have all these listings or all these categories that you can find in Google Maps. So this is where I found the category that we will be building right now. So here, for example, you want to search church. So here are the categories that you can scrape data and then create categories. For example, you want to go ahead with evangelical church. You can do that. And based on the country, you can search that right here. Let's say Christian church, and you just select the country right here, and maximum of 10,000 listings. And if the listings will be more than 10,000, you will have the available offset token that you can use in your generated CSV. You can find that token, so you can just copy that and use that in your second scrape so that it will grab the next listings. It won't grab the listings that you already have. So that's a good feature. If you want to build from small listings going up, you can always use the offset token. So as you can see, I already scraped the mosque in Australia. Don't have that much, 355. I like small listings because it's an opportunity for us to be authoritative in that niche right here. So I downloaded this, and this is the data right here. And if you watch my previous video, I have this one prompt directory maker that you can use to prompt any AI, and this will create the entire custom template of WordPress if you're gonna use WordPress as your main CMS to create a directory. So we're gonna prompt this new Windsurf. So first, let me set up a new local site right here, and we're gonna port that here in Windsurf. So it's very easy to set up. Just download this Windsurf app and then just install it and sign in. You can use the free account right here so that you will be able to use the free credits. And now let's set up our mosque directory. So I'm just gonna name this as Mosque Australia, then continue. So this is, I'm going to set it up in my local so that we will be able to run codes. And once we're satisfied, we will be able to deploy that in a actual server with the domain. So look at this. You can actually have the TLD as that directory in Namecheap. So you can type in, for example, in my case, Mosque Australia, that directory, and it will cost you $5 per year. So you can do that. So let's continue to set this up. All right, so there you go. That's our website. Let's try to open, okay, our blank website right here. Now, what we got to do is open this Windsurf and open the folder containing the files. So I'm going to click this. So here you can see I'm going to select this Mosque Australia. So here are my other sites. So when you go inside the folder created by local WP, you just go to the app and click this public and click open. And there you go. This is our website files. It's actually integrated with VS Code from what I can see here. And you will be able to write your prompt here. So let's see if it's going to actually take this one prompt directory. So first, you're going to have to fill up the scheme configurations. Let's do that now. So our site title will be Mosque in Australia. So custom post key, let's just type mosque. Custom taxonomy, we usually have state as our taxonomy. Team name, let's just have, okay. And the directory Google Cat, it doesn't have to be the exact category name. You can have it anything. It's just that we are using this variable in some of the themes here, in some label here. So we can just have maybe same as the site title, and the country will be saying. So let's remove this. Okay, I think that's all. And custom fields, what you're gonna do here. So in your downloaded data, just copy all these column names. Copy that and paste it right here. So paste it first in a blank notepad. So you will have the plain text. Copy this and paste it right there. And that's it. We're ready to run this one prompt theme, one single prompt we can use in any AI platform to create our directory. Hopefully this is going to work using the new update of Windsurf integrated in our VS Code. So here, I'm gonna paste that right there. I'm pretty excited, so let's see and run this. How are we gonna run this? Oh, this one, sent. Okay, then this. Alright, so as you can see, it started to integrate in our local. And guys, as you can see, it completed our request. And it's trying to also ask us if you want to install this like advanced custom field, import ACF JSON. We can do that manually. The fact is, it created the files right here in that single prompt. I'm pretty excited if this is going to work and how it looks now. Let's open our WordPress. And guys, before that, I want to configure the additional settings here because I needed to accept every command manually that Windsurf is going to execute. So I just clicking accept every time Windsurf is gonna create file. So you have to do some configuration here, just like how we did it in client to auto accept all the execution command that it's trying to execute. So we're gonna do that, but we are happy that it created all this right here. And we're gonna check and activate this theme and how it looks like. So going to our WordPress, let's go to the dashboard. And here in the dashboard, we should be able to find our theme. Style sheet is missing. Didn't create the style sheet for some reason. So we just gonna quickly ask this. Alright, so for some reason it missed that, but now it's created, so we will be able to fix this issue. Let's refresh this. And there you go, guys. This is our custom theme. So we're gonna activate this, right? Looks like no error. But before we can see the data, we have to install and import our CSV, our data right here very quickly. So I'm just gonna do the advanced custom fields. So let's just install this. And the next one is our ultimate CSV. So we will upload our data right here. Install that. Guys, for some reason, files are missing. It did not create the ACF. I'm just gonna prompt that again. So I'm just gonna say you forgot to do this task. So I'm just gonna list the task that it didn't do. So first I noticed there's no functions.php. So here we're gonna have to ask to create the ACF fields, and again we're gonna prompt this, and it did not create the functions.php as well. So we're gonna say this, it did not register our custom post type and custom taxonomy. So I'm just gonna mention it right here. Alright, now let's run this, and I'm just gonna mention you did not create this functions.php. Alright, let's run this. Okay, it created our functions.php and the ACF that we were looking. That's why we didn't find the custom post type here. So hopefully when we refresh it now, there you go. The custom post type is now available. Now in the ACF, there was an error, guys, when I was trying to activate the FJSON right here. So I just pasted the error here again in Windsurf. So let's see now if that fixes the issue. It didn't fix the issue, guys, so just a workaround. I just copied the previous one that we used in Fence Contractor, and it worked. Anyway, we will be using the same custom fields only. So just to complete this testing, we're gonna go ahead and use this. So as you can see, it's working now. The sync available is there. So I can now import this. Okay, and the next step is to upload the CSV so we can now see the data if it's displaying properly. I'm not too confident that it's going to work in one shot. Windsurf still need to do a lot of, accept complex prompt like what we have, which client hid it smoothly. And anyway, let's go ahead and upload our data, go to CSV, and here we're gonna browse our file. Before that, let me do just a quick cleanup to see whether the states are correctly named. So I don't want this short version of the state, so we want them to be consistent. So I'm just gonna update them really quick so our taxonomy will be created correctly. So I think that's all. So Western Australia has to be a full state name, and save this. Now we're ready to upload this. So here, make sure you select a correct post type to continue. And as I showed you in the previous video, we're gonna map them correctly. So the title attributes will be in the content. And then in the featured image, make sure you have the main image. And in terms and taxonomy, just do this correctly so that it will create the correct hierarchy of the taxonomy. So first drag the region, and then comma, drag the region again, and then hyphen, arrow to the right, and drag the city, which is this one. And then in the ACF field, so just map everything. Alright, once you're satisfied with all these details, click on continue and make sure you select this option, download post content to internal media, and then import this. Alright, so we're just gonna wait for a few minutes so that we can start seeing the data. Alright, so 30 records have been uploaded. I think it's time now to see whether it created a nice website for us. Alright, this looks decent. Welcome to Moss in Australia. And here are the states, browse by state, right? So let's see if it's gonna load this city here. Let's select the Australian Capital Territory. The JavaScript is not working, so usually you have to prompt that again. But all other stuff right here, let's check if it's listing the mosque in New South Wales. Okay, go. It's listing 172 mosques. Okay, did not get it correctly. So let's try browsing one city, Chatswood. Okay, one. So let's check this. Alright, so it's showing this, although it's not rendering correctly the JSON. And okay, the dates are there. We've got a few more states added. Let's go to Queensland. It did not get the correct count of this, how many mosques in the particular city. Let's go to Arundel. Don't think I did a pretty good job. Just like what we had in the previous using Klein and 3.7 or Gemini 2.5. So it's not recommended for very complex prompt, but at least it has the base. It created the base. So look at this. It actually did the display here in the front page, but going inside, like how many were there each CP, did not get that in one prompt. We'll still continue doing this directory, but I'm gonna create in correctly in Klein and using Claude 3.7 or Gemini 2.5 Pro, but that's recommended to use Windsurf IDE using this complex single prompt that we have. I think you get some insights on this video, so I'm sorry if it failed, but yeah, what we get using Windsurf. So at least you don't need to try this single prompt in Windsurf. Just continue using Klein, using Claude 3.7 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. See you guys, and I'm gonna deploy this in this new domain right here to have our 2 and 5th directory for our 100 directories challenge in 2025. See you in the next one.